Hello and welcome to Spread Book Joy. Today I want to talk to you about the Sound and Vision project. If you're new to the channel, I'm Jack, and if you're not new, welcome back to Spread Book Joy. And if you're not new, you may remember that I am a huge David Bowie fan. I've got my sparkly t-shirt on in honour of this announcement. So if you are new, you might have even spotted in the background I've got some David Bowie prints here. That's him on a tarot card as the star, and he's dressed as Ziggy Stardust, and that's my Life on Mars print back there. And I managed to start chatting to David Wiley, who is absolutely wonderful and a real delight to chat to, about our shared interest in the life and work of David Bowie. So we were talking about him just off and on for a while and thinking, oh, I'd love to do a good project. We finally got in contact properly about it over on Voxer and decided that we are going to, I just happened to say, oh, you know, there's like 26 studio albums. Turns out there's 27. I always thought it was 26, but turns out there's 27. And he said, oh, that's a perfect number to do an album every 2 weeks and chat about it. I was like, brilliant, because I've attempted in my life to do a full run through of his back catalogue at certain points, and I always get stuck on particular albums and just listen to those over and over again. So it would be a real treat for me to have someone to discuss it with. So we set up a Voxer group, and I said, I know someone else who'd be interested. And he said, yes, let's open it up. And we opened it up to, first of all, MJ over at Reading This Life, who is also a massive David Bowie fan. Please go and subscribe to her too, she's great. And MJ was all in, so she came on and she had a list as long as my arm of ideas of what things we could do, which is great, because what we've decided is the core of this project is the back catalogue of music, and we're going to listen to that and discuss that. But alongside it, there are so many side projects that we can all do. So we thought about things like reading from his top 100 books of his favourite books. He was a voracious reader, and he had a library that he took everywhere with him when he travelled. And yeah, he released his top 100 books like 2013 or something like that, 2012, I can't even remember when he released. There are also biographies. So for instance, this is the only one on my TBR that the one that I've not read that I've got on my TBR, and it's been on there for ages. You've probably seen this pop up a few times on my channel, but this is by Dylan Jones. It's called David Bowie A Life, and it's all sort of interviews with people who knew him. I'm really looking forward to finally really just getting into it, because I've read the majority of the biographies I've read, I've really enjoyed, and lots of my David Bowie related books are in storage. But I'm going to leave a link to a video I did last year all about every single book I own on David Bowie. If you're so interested, you'll find a card up there, or you'll find it in the description box below. So yeah, there's plenty that we can be doing as side projects. We're going to sort of think about our favourite songs, favourite albums. We're going to watch his film and TV shows, watch documentaries on him. I still haven't watched Moon Age Daydream, which I'm really looking forward to watching, which was released this year. So yeah, lots and lots of excellent things that we could be running and doing side by side, alongside this lovely project of listening to his entire back catalogue. So I say it's entire back catalogue, his albums, his studio albums, because of course there's lots of live performances and other things out there. So yeah, the man was prolific in his lifetime. So when I'm listening to each album, I'm also going to be referring to my favourite reference book on David Bowie. It's called The Complete David Bowie. I think it's Nicholas Pegg, I think it is the author. I might be wrong, but I've got, because my actual copy, and it's probably about this thick, this book, it's a reference book to absolutely everything he ever produced in terms of music, but also his, interviews that he did, and TV shows and films he was in, and performances he gave, because he also performed on stage, and all sorts of things. So it's a great reference book, and luckily, because I'm a big nerd, I also have it on Kindle. So I'm going to be looking at the entries for each of these albums in that reference book while I'm reading through it. The Voxer group is lovely. It's expanded now. We've got Gareth from Book Songs and Other Magic, and Vin from Revenant Reads have just joined us. So if you want to join us to nerd out completely about the life of the icon David Bowie, please let one of us know. I'm going to link all the channels I just mentioned in the description box below. If you want to contact one of us and let us know, we'll add you to the Voxer group, and hopefully we'll see you there to nerd out about Bowie. It's not the only project I'll be running in 2023, but it's the one that we're starting and hitting the ground running with tomorrow. So I thought I'd get this out here on New Year's Eve, so that if you want to join in, you know it's starting tomorrow. And can I just take this opportunity to wish you all an absolutely wonderful New Year's Eve, whatever you're doing. And I'll be back with my plans for New Year and my best of 2022 next week. maybe even tomorrow if I feel so inclined. Depends on how quiet my New Year's Eve is. But hopefully I'll see you all again in 2023. Bye.